Before we get into today's full breakdown, if you're anywhere across Europe and you rely on accurate weather updates, make sure you subscribe to Europe Weather. This channel is new, but we're building a serious continent-wide weather community. Clear forecasts, no hype, just what's actually happening across Europe. Now, let's get into it. It's Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026, and we continue to track a split pattern across Europe, one that's going to control our weather not just today, but through the rest of the week and into the weekend. Right now, the big feature on the map is a slow-moving area of low pressure developing out of northern Africa, beginning near Morocco. This system is gradually lifting northward toward Portugal and Spain. What makes this system important is not its strength, it's its speed, or more accurately, its lack of speed. It's moving very slowly, and that means it has time to rotate moisture back over the same regions again and again. As we move through Wednesday and Thursday, rain continues to spread across Portugal and Spain. The showers won't necessarily be constant everywhere, but waves of rain rotate around the center of circulation. Some of those bands could become locally heavy, especially in southern and western Spain. By Thursday into Friday, that moisture begins to lift slightly northeast, pushing into southern France and brushing parts of the western Mediterranean. Because the system is cut off from the stronger jet stream to the north, it just kind of lingers. That's why we're expecting unsettled conditions to persist through the end of the work week and even into Saturday for parts of Iberia. Rainfall totals by the end of the week could reach 50 to 75 millimeters in many areas of Portugal and southern Spain. A few isolated locations, especially where showers repeatedly track over the same area, could exceed 100 millimeters. That's enough for localized flooding concerns, particularly in spots that have seen heavy rainfall in recent weeks. We're not looking at a widespread severe weather outbreak, but isolated thunderstorms and downpours are certainly possible. Meanwhile, the northern half of Europe remains under a much more active storm track. The jet stream is positioned across Norway, Sweden, and Finland, then extending westward toward the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Iceland. Along this corridor, several systems will ride eastward between now and the weekend. For the UK and Ireland, Wednesday brings scattered showers, especially across Ireland and western Scotland. Some of these showers may clip Northern Ireland and parts of northern England before lifting northward. By Thursday, there's a brief reduction in activity, but another system approaches Friday into Saturday. Timing will be refined as we get closer, but late Saturday currently looks like the most active window, particularly for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Snow is possible in the higher elevations of Scotland, though accumulations look modest. Scandinavia will see more persistent activity. Snow showers continue to rotate through Norway, Sweden, and Finland as each system passes. The focus of heavier snow may shift, sometimes favoring northern Norway, other times southern sections, but several rounds of accumulation are likely. Totals of 20 centimeters or more are possible in parts of Norway, and some higher mountain locations could approach or exceed 50 centimeters over multiple days. Sweden and Finland also see periodic snow showers, especially in central and northern areas. Closer to the Baltic states, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, activity is more limited, with lighter showers and less overall accumulation. Iceland remains in the path of these North Atlantic systems as well, with alternating rain and snow showers depending on elevation and temperature profiles. Each system swings through, then briefly clears before the next one approaches. As we shift towards Central Europe, the pattern becomes quieter. Germany, Poland, Denmark, the Netherlands, and Belgium are largely on the southern edge of the main storm track. They may see passing showers as systems clip the north, but widespread heavy precipitation is not expected. The more concentrated activity stays farther north. In the Alps, northern Italy, Austria, Switzerland, and southeastern France, snowfall looks limited overall. We're now well into March, and temperatures are trending milder than average in many alpine regions. Moisture availability is also somewhat restricted, because the southern low is not feeding directly into the alpine chain. Some snow is possible at higher elevations, but totals through the weekend and even into early next week appear relatively low compared to midwinter standards. Across southeastern Europe and the Balkans, including Bosnia, Serbia, Croatia, and Slovenia, showers remain scattered and generally light. A few systems brushing by could bring brief periods of rain, but nothing particularly organized or high impact. Farther east and southeast, Turkey will experience periods of rain and snow showers, especially in elevated terrain. Snow remains possible in interior and mountainous areas, while lower elevations see more rain. The key theme is this: the unsettled weather remains concentrated in two main zones. One is southwestern Europe, where the slow spinning low keeps rain in the forecast for Portugal, Spain, and southern France. The other is northern Europe, where the jet stream drives repeated systems across Scandinavia, Iceland, and occasionally the UK and Ireland. Between those zones, much of Central Europe, conditions are comparatively quieter and somewhat milder for early March. Looking ahead into the weekend, the southern low gradually weakens, but may still produce lingering showers across Iberia and parts of the western Mediterranean. The northern storm track continues, with another system approaching the UK and Scandinavia late Saturday into Sunday.
We'll fine-tune that timing in the next update. Overall, snow totals stay lower than what we would expect in peak winter, especially across central and southern mountain ranges. Rain is the bigger story in southwestern Europe, while snow remains focused in Scandinavia. If you're watching from anywhere across Europe, drop your location in the comments and let us know what conditions look like where you are: rain, snow, sunshine, or calm skies. It helps build a real-time picture across the continent. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Europe Weather. This channel is just getting started, and consistent, detailed updates are coming as we track these systems through March. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next forecast update.